Stephanie Vane, I have a books. I'm a book addict. There's so many books. Hello, everyone. You probably wonder why I look the exact same. Well, if you saw the video, I did explain I was going to film a video immediately after. And that's just because I'm so excited about these books. So let's talk about them. And those books are City of Bones, City of Ashes. Let's just talk in general here. I'm not really going to review because guess what? I gave them both 5 stars. And you guys are probably like, oh, everyone likes those books and you're just being like everyone else. No. This is one of those books where I'm really excited about it. This isn't even like Red Rising 5 stars. Red Rising got 5 stars because, well, it was perfection. It's written impeccably well and it's just like, still the best book I've read this year. This is coming in second. Just saying. Probably first along with that one. But let's talk first about Mortal Instruments. Of course, I gave City of Bones 5 stars because, well, the book is really good. And a lot of people don't like the first book, but I found it hilarious and I loved it. But I have seen the movie about 1 million times, so I think even though there's a lot of differences, just saying, there's a lot of differences between the movie and the book. The movie's still good. I just watched it yesterday for like the 5th time this week. But it's really good, and I just feel like I keep saying really good, but it's just because I think since I had already watched the movie, I knew what to expect with like the world and what was going on and stuff. So that was really easy to kind of place myself into the world. I fell even more in love with Jace. Oh my god. I love Jace. I am so a Jace lover. I love Jace even in the movie. Simon's adorable. Just saying. And I loved the cast. Like, I think the best characters they chose were definitely Jace and Luke and Simon. Everyone else is still amazing. Alec too. Anyway, I just really loved this. I loved how fast it was of a read. Even though I was reading this for like a week and a half, 2 weeks, I wasn't actually physically reading every day. I read only 3 of those days, and that's how fast it was to finish this. This puppy is not long at all. This is one of those books that I will definitely love to reread in the future. Because it was so good. Like, you know what I love is that it gives you all the feels. You get excited about it. It's one of those that, I mean, of course, if you like it, you don't have to like any of the books I like. I'm just saying, let me just throw that out. But what I love is I can see why everyone loves the world. Cassandra Clare did such an amazing job with this world. And it's fun, and it's hilarious, and it's adorable and cute sometimes. Sometimes I'm just like, oh, really? But it's minor. It's not very big, and it doesn't even count. Like, I'm just so excited. And what I love is that, and I said this in the video that you guys probably have seen already, which was my, like, update Friday reads type thing. It's getting me really into wanting to read L.J. Smith. I'm not comparing them by any means, but something makes me want to read L.J. Smith. Something about this makes me want to read L.J. Smith. So I love this. I don't even want to get into it because if you guys haven't read it, which I'm pretty sure I'm the last person on earth, go read it. If you like books like this and Twilight and I can't compare it to Harry Potter. Harry Potter is very different. That's like its own like level of like, not level like it's better. It's just, it's not the same type of fantasy. I consider these books to be fantasy. For me, this always used to be fantasy. I never thought of like Game of Thrones fantasy, so I'm still very, like, when it comes to these in fantasy, I still get really confused. But I guess you would call this more paranormal. I think it'll show inside. Yeah, this is demonology, supernatural. So these, like, you know, supernatural type paranormal books, if you like those types of things about vampires and witches and stuff, this is gonna be amazing. But it's getting me to want to read L.J. Smith again, and I love L.J. Smith. I really do. She's one of my favorite authors. I have come to the conclusion, besides the fact that I own about like 18 of her books, I love them, and I'm still waiting for Strange Fate. Just waiting. Patiently, non-patiently waiting. So, again, 5 stars. I think I said that. And then I read City of Ashes by Cassandra Clare immediately after. It took me a day and a half to read this. Like, not really. It took me a few hours, but I didn't read it all in one go. Amazing. I love that it's in real time. It doesn't skip a whole bunch of stuff. It kind of just picks up where it left off, and I love it when books do that. And it was just, again, it's written so well. The characters are so much fun, and I didn't want it to end. Okay, so I'm gonna kind of get into it. So if you have not read the book, when whatever I put in this area is gone, you can unmute it, but mute it starting when it comes on. I'm only going to talk about one subject, so if you want to just hear it, it's okay, but it's about Jace and Clary. So of course I've only read 2 books, but I don't think Jace is the brother. Of course, don't spoil it for me down below. I will hate you forever if you do. Okay, no, I won't, but I will kind of hate you for a while. But I kind of sort of don't think they're brothers. When the Inquisitor saw the scar, she wanted to tell him something, but coincidence, they didn't get to tell him. It's okay. I was not upset about it. But I want to know. I want to know what it was she was going to say. And something about a scar. And I want to say, no, you're not Morgenstern. You're not. Maybe you really are a Wayland. I don't know. But we're going to see. I really don't think. And not just that, but like, it's okay that you guys are brother and sister because I want them together so bad. I love the weakness, but not like a bad weakness. Like that vulnerability he has towards Clary just makes me so excited, and it's just like, where are you going in this book? I just need to know what's gonna happen. I need to know. And to think that there's just so many books left in the series before I'm even done blows my mind. I'm so excited. So that's the only spoiler thing I'm gonna talk about. But I love this. It's written well. Again, I just want to read L.J. Smith now. Thank you, Cassandra Clare. She's bringing me back to my roots, because, you know, Vampire Diaries was that series that I read right after Twilight. I needed vampires in my life, and I got into L.J. Smith's world, and now I'm just trapped there, and I'm going back, and I'm just like, oh, what happens in Vampire Diaries? So I want to know. I kind of want to reread it, but that's a lot of books to reread. But anyway, this was amazing. And that is all I'm going to talk about those books. I just wanted to tell you guys how amazing it is. And I will be updating you every 2 books. And then City of Heavenly Fire will get its own video. But I kind of just wanted to talk to you guys about Mortal Instruments because it's a big series. And I thought it would be cool to kind of document as I go along the book. So, you know, right now I am so in love with it. I love every character in this book. I'm not fed up with anyone. Not that much. Not yet. But yeah, that's where I am. And I'll see you guys in my next video on Monday. Goodbye.